Hey everyone, this is Etho. Welcome once again to Feed the Beast. I was worried I was going to hit that cart. Um, oh, come on, world load. How you guys doing today? I'm doing well. We are here at Honeycomb Labs. I set up some new stuff here. This is like my power station, this room. Come on, load. In this room here, we now have it set up where it can drop off biomass in an iron tank here. When that gets filled up, it goes to these biogas engines, which create MJ, and that gets piped down to this array of energy cells. Each of these holds 600,000. Oh, there it goes. And it goes around and out. Each of these holds 600,000 MJ, and I have 8 of them set up at the moment. And it looks like they're all full. I might change this around. I think I should detect when they're full and then stop those engines. I think that would be a wise thing to do. But then these go, like they get charged up from the center here, and then they output energy in the corner spots, and that goes to things like our centrifuge here is the only thing that's running at the moment. But later we'll use it for some of our bee equipment because a lot of the bee stuff in this takes a ton of power. And the way I have it working, like the storage carts and that, they just go straight, but we have a detector tank here. Or, what is it called? Oh, that is what it's called. A detector tank. This will detect when a tank cart passes over top, and it sends out a redstone signal. That goes to the redstone down here, to a repeater, to a torch, and then another torch up to the junction, and that makes the track go to the right for just a brief moment, and the tank cart goes this way. So that's how that works. I'm having a little bit of an issue though with like chunks unloading because I got 2 carts sharing the same track. What they do is they tend to bump each other when they leave the unloaded area, and then they kind of just stop. But I think if I have like one-way boosters in the right place, that'll fix the issue. Because you can see that they're still moving. They just bumped each other. So I don't think it's going to be a big problem once I set it up properly. And on this server, there's like this little secret club going on, and I want in on it. People are setting up these mailboxes. Like I know the B team and .gem, and I think maybe even a few other people have mailboxes now, and I think we need to create one of our own. So this is what it is: 3 tin, 3 chests, and a sturdy casing, which is bronze, which I got ready here already. 3 chests. There we go. I've joined the club. Hopefully we can get some good pen pals going. I think we'll just set it up here and see what this thing does. Ta-da! Okay, we can use it. Yes, we can. Okay. I have no idea how to use it. Can I put stuff in here? I saw there is a thing called a letter. Maybe I should make those too. We might need that. Propolis, paper, or you can use wood pulp. Okay. Yeah, let's just go to lab again real quick here. I think I got some propolis laying around. So you can like send people stuff through these mailboxes, and when they log in, they get a message saying you got mail. It's really cool. Okay, we'll probably need some of this. Actually, let's just grab it out of here. Some of that. Is there any propolis around? Yes, we got some. Cool. Alright, let's go back. It's getting dark out. Today, I think we should work on the Frogger game some more. Hoping to make some good progress with that. Check this out. These 2 poor guys, man. They wandered off the island. These guys are as dumb as mud, I tell you. They They aren't working for me. It's like they just disappear all of a sudden. They try to pick up anything, and they can only focus on one item at a time. So if they can't reach it, they just look at it and don't pick up of anything else around them. So they're pretty much useless, really, if you're trying to get them to do something complicated. Alright, can we... Letter is not sendable. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so you just right click on this. Player. Huh. Also needs stamps. There's 4 different types of stamps. 1N, 2N, 5N, 10N. And I think you need more expensive ones for if you're sending items. So I'm going to make a few of these, and I'm going to try sending someone a letter here. Okay, I think I got this right now. It doesn't seem to check the player's name you're sending it to. Like, you have to type in yourself. And I'm worried if I misspell it, it's going to send it to nobody. I don't know. But here's my message. Hey, Doc, let's be... It's a little tough to maneuver. Let's be pen pals. Here are some mail supplies, because Doc doesn't have bees or anything, and you need bees to make this stuff, so he should be able to send a few letters with this. Each item you attach costs 1N apparently, so since I got 4, I need 4N. And I just put a 5N on to make up for it. They're pretty cheap. And I think that's it. So there's really not much room for text on it. Like, that's about the limit to words you can put on. Barely made that fit. So I think, can I just press escape? Oh yeah, it completed it. Alright. Letter from Etho to Doc. And I can look at it again. Cool. And I just right click. That's cool. Alright, I'm going to send the B team some too. And also, I see there's a Tradomat type thing, so I might send them supplies for this, and we can get into that too. Trade station. Not Tradomat, trade station. Alright guys, check it out. We have a trade station here. This thing is actually really cool. It's like a little shop you can set up, and I think you can set up more than just one of these too. So I named this one Etho. That's the shop name. I have to put stamps and paper in so I can send people items. And then what you do, you put what you want in this box here, and what you're giving people in exchange down here. So I want 16 ender pearls for 16 ambrosia, and this is my supply of ambrosia, and this is my ender pearl supply that I got from people, which is 0 because I just started here. Ambrosia is that stuff that gives you 40 seconds of regen and recovers like 4 bars of food, so it's really good. I think this is a very fair trade, and I need ender pearls, so hopefully people will do it. And I made 2 letters here, one for BOO, just to say hi. Hey buddy, I wanted to... You have to like press right every time. I wanted to say hi and send stuff for trade station. So this is what you need to make it. So I'm going to send him that. Ooh, enter, escape. Letter is not sufficiently stamped. What? What more do you want from me? I think it is. Huh. Maybe I need to add one more for the letter itself. That could be what's wrong. Oh yeah, that went away. Oh, and then it gets a complete look on it when it's done properly. Okay. Like the icon. So we send that, and I also made one for Doc. Also, here's some stuff. I wish you could maneuver the text better and send more text. Stuff for a trade station. My shop is Etho. And we'll have to give him one of these. Very cool. Alright, so let's try it out. I want to do a test run of it. The way it works, you switch to Trader Station up here. So it's not just a player message, it's for the shop. Type in the shop name, which mine is Etho, and then it brings up what the trade options are here. So please send it. Yeah, please send, like, it's requesting me 16 ambrosia for 16 ender pearls. So if I put these in, I gotta apply 2 stamps. All right. Now this is my first test with this. When I put in the mailbox, I should get. Yeah, I got mail. Does it must come through? Oh, why do I have 2 messages? Uh-oh. Why would there be 2 messages? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Sorry, Guude. Oh, I hope I didn't crash the server. Oh. Don't worry, guys. We're all good. The server's fine. Nothing to worry about. This is a client-side crash. So, here's our letter. Let's check it out. Please find your order attached. So we gave ender pearls and we got ambrosia. We can take it out. Pretty cool. Can we look at it again? It's empty. All right. And I guess the other message is just me telling myself that I got, or that I got an order request or something. 1 orders from Etho were filled. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Cool. So that's how shops work with this thing. It's a little complicated, but once you figure it out, it's pretty simple. And yeah, you can see the ender pearls are now in there. So it all works out good. Cool. Alright, that's enough letter stuff for today. Let's get down to business. Put those in there too. Yeah, okay. So I've had my quarry train running. We should go check on that. Make sure it's not messing up. What I ended up doing down here, remember, it wasn't moving items away quick enough. Somebody suggested in the comments that I should put one of these next to it, a redstone energy cell, and that will power the wooden pipes. And items move very quickly out of these unloaders now, like quicker than the train can unload. It sucks 5 MJ from it, and it's in between both of these. And then what I'm doing, oh, it looks like it ran out of biomass. Darn. What I'm doing is I'm using one of these to detect if it has room for energy, and then sends out a red pipe signal, and then that powers this engine and tells it to run if this is missing some energy, basically. We have to have this distance from it though. Like if we just sent out a redstone signal here and had the engine here, it would power this thing. I have it set to only enabled if it's getting a redstone signal. It would. Well, I guess I could reverse that, couldn't I? Or I'm not sure. But yeah, what I was finding is if this was sending out a redstone signal, this was constantly draining power, even though it had no work to do. So that all works out. So thank you for the suggestion, guys. I think my quarry train has stopped somewhere though. So let's go check it out, see what went wrong. I think it stopped. Pretty sure we... Oh no. What happened? We ran out of fuel? Yeah, I ran out of fuel. Okay. Because we didn't have any in the buffer before. But... Oh. I wonder when that happened. This quarry has probably been spilling junk for a while then. We should shut that off. Or maybe it ran out of power. Doesn't look like it's moving. Yeah, it ran out of biomass. Oh, baby. Nothing to see here. Just working out a few bugs. So these all filled up. Alright. Well, it's not really a flaw with the design. I just didn't have any fuel where I should have had it. Otherwise it would have kept running. Okay guys, we've made our way on to Guude land here. I just wanted to show you the difference this makes with these lights. So this is what it's like with wool. Popular suggestion was we should use these lights though instead, so I'm going to switch it over and we will see the difference. Alright, there we go. Oh, get out of our face cloud. We're trying to look at this thing. That's what it's like with the Zycraft lights. People said they liked them more because they have more depth to them, which is definitely true. And I think that's pretty good. Alright, so on to Frogger. I gotta go get some stuff here and we will begin. Okay, here we go, guys. It's Frogger time. Woohoo! So, what we're trying to do is recreate the arcade game Frogger in Feed the Beast here using like locomotives and other train stuff. And this is going to be very tough because, like we saw before, they explode if they hit something. And we're going to have at least 50 of these things moving around constantly at all times. Oh, we're getting lag here. So yeah, this is gonna be tough. Gotta make sure they don't explode. So I had this idea. These things run off of steam, and they can create steam if you give them fuel and water, but we might just try pumping steam directly into them. I want to see how that goes, how long they'll run for. So we're just gonna set up a steam boiler here. I've never made one of these either, so hopefully this goes okay. Hey, Jims! These are high pressure boiler tanks. They're not connecting. These are multi-blocks. Okay, there we go. So we'll just do that for now. We have to give this thing water. Trying out steam boilers for the first time. We found out what is lagging the server, by the way. We were doing some lag hunting the other day. It turns out it's the Zycraft tanks that are doing it. And so many people have made them on the server now that it's just multiplying the problem. So everybody's going to be transitioning. That's the word I'm looking for. To iron tanks instead, I think. All right. So I'm going to get an aqueous accumulator here. I think these things require water, and if they run out, they explode or something crazy. So we'll just set this up. Should give it plenty of water. Get some water going. There and there. Ooh, the lag is really bad. I think Jim's might have a few, because it always gets bad when he logs in. Alright. It's working? Good. I think it's working. Yeah, so this is filling with water. We're just going to give it some charcoal. Well, actually, maybe let's wait a bit before we do that. I also brought some liquid loaders. I think we can use these to pump the steam into the locomotives. And we should be able to just connect like this, I hope. And we'll fire this up. Don't explode! Okay, well that that ate that up pretty quick. Wow. Jeez. Wow. Okay. There's also low pressure boilers. I might just switch to those. They use fuel more efficiently apparently, but they don't produce as much steam. This thing is taking a long time to heat up too. Come on, man. I want to get going here. Alright, well, I think this has to get up to 100, I'm pretty sure, so I'll be right back. Yeah, this thing is eating fuel quick. There is a 1x1 boiler, apparently, though. That's what we should have been using. I'm hoping I can run the whole thing off of just one, but it is filling up our liquid loader here with steam, 8,000 per thing. So the idea is we just refill these locomotives, like we're going to have so many of these. Oh, please take the steam out of there. You're not taking the steam out of there. No! Does it really not accept steam out of these? Well, that's good to know. Let's just try this. It's gonna run right into the boiler probably and blow it up. Okay. Still not filling. Come on. Nope. Turn it to running. Nope. Okay, so we have to give these fuel and water, I guess. That's the only way. I was hoping it could just pump steam in and it would run off of that. That's fine. We'll find a way to work around that. I'm not too worried. Tell you what though, guys, let's try to figure out how big we're gonna make the play field for our game. I was looking at some screenshots and like of an actual Frogger game. It looks like the width of it is usually about like 12 to 15 blocks wide. I say blocks, I mean tiles. Like the actual game is tiles, not blocks. So what is this? This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is this grass pad right now. How's that feel? That's not too bad. I kind of like that. The idea is, I think, that we want to be able to see the whole play field with the width of the screen. So from this position, this would be like the starting position. We can see the very left and the very right pretty much all within frame here. So that's good. So we'll have 5 rows of traffic, then there'll be a break, and then maybe 5 more rows of traffic, or we could try to do a water setup. I don't know how exactly we're going to make that work. I'm going to go ahead and start laying out the pad then, and I'll be right back. Alright, check it out. This is our first layout of our play field, and this should give us a few ideas of how we need to tweak our design here. So an overhead view. This is with it being 15 wide, and don't worry about like the looks of things. Like I'm probably gonna do the looks of everything at the very end, because I'm guessing there's gonna be lots of explosions and stuff while making this, and I'll have to rebuild many times. So I don't want to like put down wool and have the whole thing go, you know. But yeah, just looking at this, this is with it being 15 wide. If we look down the middle, there's still plenty of room. Like it does a V look here from this perspective. So I think we can make this a bit wider, like maybe add at least 2 blocks per side, maybe even 3. We want people to have a chance to recognize the pattern of the carts as they go by. I don't want them just running on blind luck, you know. I want them to actually evaluate whether or not they can get by and not just do it by chance. So they need to be able to see the pattern of the carts moving. So if we widen this, they'll have a little bit more time to, you know, figure things out. So that's what we'll do. And I might change this to only 2 wide here. This is the break in between. And then we have either the water or another rail section. And then finally, we'll probably have 5 like places to get the frog. And if we widen it, we'll space it out a little more probably. So here's for revision 2. Yeah, so this is with those changes. We added 3 blocks per side, 3 and 3, that's 6. And with that, we make much better use of our width of view here. So that's good. That's 2 blocks now, and this is what the overhead looks like. So now, I thought about maybe a few other things we should change. In Frogger, to get the frog across the road, usually like it takes 6 jumps. You gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Minimum. Usually, like even sometimes you do a little bit of sidestepping before you move forward. Sometimes you gotta move back, you know. If possible, I would like to get that into this here as well. I don't want people just like, oh, it looks free now. Let's go across, straight across every time, you know. If we could get a little bit of sidestepping in that, that would be cool. The thing is, with the way it's laid out at the moment, that's with our boots off, you can get across in maybe 2 seconds or less. In Frogger, it takes, I'm gonna guess like three seconds or so, maybe even longer, if you're going straight across. So I'm gonna make this longer by spacing it 1 block between each rail. So the next one would be here, and then another one here. So that would make it 4 blocks longer, and it'll take much longer to get across. The other thing is, with it so close together like this, you can't really sidestep because you're going to be in 2 lanes of traffic most likely. If you move around, and you know you're going to hit something if you're moving around like this. The only concern with doing this though is people can potentially get in between 2 lanes and not get hit by one of the trains coming by. I think it would be pretty tough to do it, but it is possible, so I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Also, doing it this way, it'll be easier to do the technical stuff because we'll have more room to work. Oh yeah, revision number 3, 3rd time's a charm. I think this is the one we are going to keep. So we have the space between the rails now. We'll do the same for the second section. And it looks like a pretty good dimension too. I like it. Yeah, that's pretty good. So everything to the left of this is like for our mechanics of the thing. We won't actually see it though. And also we'll probably have F3. We'll have carts running underneath the playfield too. Whoa. So I brought some stuff here with us. Maybe before we end the episode, we'll just do a couple more things. I think what I want to do, like, let's pretend the locomotive is going this way, right? When it gets to the end here, I think we should make it go over a limiter track. You use these to set the speed of the locomotive. We have to have it going, like, here, I'll put one down. Come on. We have 4 running speeds. 1, 2, 3, 4. We found out from our last test that only levels 3 and 4 are fatal, so we'll have to keep it between those 2. But with this, we can set it, right? I think right click. It's not changing. That has me worried. I thought this would work. Do we have a lever or anything around? We could make a torch, I guess. Wonder what I'm doing wrong here. It might have to be powered. Okay, yeah, it has to be powered. Okay, so that would be speed 4, speed 3, speed 2, speed 1. So I think when it comes out of here, we want it going full speed so that it can get back to the start as quick as possible. And before it enters the play field, we'll have another one as well. And this one will be at level 3. But the thing is, we won't have it powered most of the time unless we want to set it at level 3. If we repower this, is it going to be at level 3? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. So if we want to set it to level 3, we just have to power this. Otherwise, it'll be level 4 because that's what that set it to. Like if it goes over this now when there's no redstone to it, I don't think it'll set it to level 3. So that will be pretty good. And finally, one of the big things we got to consider is how we're going to release the carts onto our playfield here. So maybe let's just mess with this. I made some locomotive detectors, and I think what I want to do with these, not sure how this is going to go. I think these will send out redstone if there's a locomotive on top, and we'll have like a boarding track on top, like that. Let's get our locomotive here. Lots of planning involved with this. You gotta do the planning though, or else it's not gonna work in the end. Alright, let's get some redstone underneath too. Make sure this works. Yeah, okay, so if the cart is on top of this, it'll put out a redstone signal. I think we have to do like a chain system for this, like let's see, if we want the carts to go this way, for example, we set up several of these like holding systems. Like we need one for each cart on the track. Do one there, one there. Oh, that was weird. And one here. Oops. Do that. So if a locomotive goes on top of these, it won't be able to move. These will hold it in place unless they get a redstone signal, right? So if it's going this way, this will be our first one. This is what we will power with our randomizer or whatever we're using to control the pattern of the carts, right? But what we want is to make sure this one is disabled if there's a cart here. And if there's a cart here, then we want this one disabled so that it'll hold it. And if there's no cart like on this one, then the one behind it, we want it to be powered, so it'll come up to here and then be held. You know what I mean? Like we need a chain going here. So the way we would do that, let's just see if we can figure it out real quick. So by default we want those powered. Let's get a redstone torch here. Right? Oh yeah, this is actually really simple. Okay, so if I think this will work if we do it like this and maybe switch this so it faces sideways like that, and then put the cart on top. Let's go get a couple more trains here. This is just our release system for this whole thing. So you see this is powered, right? So if a cart is coming up, it's going to go to the front of the line. Can I move it? Please tell me I can move it. Go, you hunk of junk. Okay, yeah, so it goes to the front of the line, and then that disables it, so when the next cart comes, it's going to be held at that second spot instead of going to the first, right? So we do that chain all the way down. Only problem is now we can't put redstone here for the next one, so we could do it on the other side, or we will have to change the pattern, but that's the idea behind it. Alright, enough planning for today. If you guys like design, you probably like this episode. If you don't care about designing stuff, like planning out the game, then I'm sorry, but that's what's involved with these kinds of things. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit of a different episode today. I'll probably try to get some work on it on my own here, so I have something to show next episode. But yeah, that will be all for today. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.